successes, our favorite movies, TV shows, and so much more. You see, in the past, we even do things like, well, you're on vacation, most of you right here tonight, right? So you take photos of social media, and then you post it on social media, and you relive it over and over, because in the past, that's where we like to be. The times that we aren't thinking about the past, well, that's left for us to build up our own stress and anxiety over the future. In the future, we worry about things like, will we be able to pay our bills on time? Or will our children be raised properly? Will they turn out okay? Will we have enough money to retire on once we become of age? These are the things that we build up stress and anxiety over in the future. But if there was ever a trick to life, some magic that I could bestow upon you, it's this. When you are able to let go of the past and the future, you're able to find peace and happiness here in the present. And so that's our topic, our theme throughout the rest of this evening here tonight for our last and final show on time. So we explained the illusions of time, but now let's go a step further and do something a little more scientific. We're going to need some help from some people here tonight. We need a lady, someone to help us up on stage. You guys are a little too happy to help. It kind of freaks me out. I'm not going to lie. But right, let's go. Right dead center. I think you have a little purse on, a white top. Right? So you don't trust me? You're taking the person and handing it to him. You don't trust me. I don't appreciate that. Let's give her a round of applause. She makes her way up here on stage. Stairs over here. Very good. Thanks for your energy here tonight. What's your name? Courtney. Courtney, I'll have you grab a seat right here for us. Excellent. So you'll get to relax through this process, but you're very important for what's about to unfold. This is based on some radical scientific ideas. Tonight, we're going to try and prove that time travel is possible. So, let's get to it. One of the first things I'd like to introduce to the equation is a book. How many of you guys have ever heard? This is a classic author. Some of you through school may have been required reading, as it was for me when I was a kid in high school, which was, his name is That was a false alarm. I thought that was going to come over us. All right. H.G. Wells. Anyone familiar with this author? Some of you. All right. So, H.G. Wells, and we're talking, by the way, late 1800s, so don't feel bad if you're not familiar. But late 1800s, H.G. Wells existed, and he wrote tons of novels. The important thing is this. Two things. Number one, he's known as the father of science fiction. I love science fiction, and he's the guy who kind of kicked it off. He's got tons of great novels, one of which was called The Time Machine. As far as I know from my research, in a book, he's the first guy who came up with the idea of really pretending and visualizing what it would be like if time travel existed. It was about a scientist who built a time machine and traveled to the year 800 and I believe 832,000. And it was very vivid, a very cool story. It's a good read. We're going to use this book tonight. So, how this is going to work out, I don't know if you've ever questioned how or why time moves. It is a question that has no answer. But we're going to try and play with that question tonight. This is a book, and you need to testify to that because they can't see what you can. So you can see the publisher and all that jazz at the beginning, but more importantly, notice as I flick through, you'll see introduction, the chapters, the page numbers are sequential, they're different. There are words in the book. There's chapters. You can see the words are different because it's a book. Fair? All right. It's a book. All right. So what I'm going to do with this book is I'm going to riffle is the proper term. I'm going to riffle through the pages one at a time. And that's going to be like, it's going to look like that. You're going to tell me, and it's Courtney, is that right? Courtney, you're going to tell me when to stop anywhere the moment feels right for you. Right there. You good? All right, so here's what I want you to do. Let's focus in on the right-hand page. First thing I want you to look at is the page number. I need you to memorize that, whatever you stopped at. Do you have it? Good. Now let's add something else to the equation, make this even more challenging. Words. Give or take, depending on the size of the book, there's 200 to 250 words per page. That's a lot. So, you're going to think of one of these words that